price of glory. All his life, boxer Rocky Brown dreamed of hearing the roar of the crowd as champion. But age 33, broken desperate, it seemed his dream had passed. Until a mysterious benefactor offered Rocky one last shot, an unsanctioned title bout with a grand prize of $1 million. Rocky trained relentlessly, unaware his benefactor was in truth a sadistic cult master. The night of the fight arrived. A black limo drove Rocky through twisting back roads to a torch-lit barn far from civilization. Inside, a makeshift ring was surrounded by hundreds of masked spectators in blood-red robes, members of an insane warrior cult drunk on mayhem. Rocky tried to flee too late as chained gates clanged shut. Across the ring, the announcer proclaimed tonight's bout. You surrender, you lose your life. A 7-foot hooded beast was unleashed opposite Rocky. At the ding of a rusty bell, the frenzied crowd screamed for carnage. The beast charged with lightning speed, pummeling, stomping, breaking bones. Rocky fought for his life, enduring agonizing injury after injury. He managed to ravage the hooded brute's face with crushing blows, but the beast seemed immune to pain, intent only on murder. After 20 minutes of desperate fighting, Rocky and the hooded psycho were both shattered wrecks, soaked in sweat and spit. Summoning his last ounce of will, Rocky lured the beast into one final grappling hold. With a primal scream, Rocky snapped the giant's neck. The brute dropped. The warrior cult roared with demented delight as their master awarded Rocky the $1 million bounty, praising him as their new idol. But Rocky wanted only freedom. He fought through the demonic horde and fled into the night, his dream of glory corrupted forever by the warrior cult's depraved price of glory. The curse of talent. Ty was a phenomenal basketball player, dominating every team since he was a child. His raw talent caught the eye of street scouts, who promised they could make Ty and be a superstar. At first, it was harmless mentoring, gear, coaching, and getting him into elite leagues. But the handlers' methods soon grew disturbing. They gave Ty special herb-filled necklaces to wear during games, which seemed to bring uncanny good fortune on the court. However, Ty became dependent on the necklaces to perform at the highest level. Without them, he grew weak and shaky. His handlers claimed it was just his mind playing tricks. He needed to believe in himself more. As Ty's fame grew, so did the intensity of his training. His handlers subjected him to strange chanting rituals before big games, gave him foul-tasting medicinal drinks, and made him wear headbands marked with mystical symbols. The occult objects somehow enhanced Ty's skills and stamina to superhuman levels, but they also warped his personality. On the court, he became an aggressive beast fixated only on winning. Ty tried resisting his handlers' dark methods, but they had video of him agreeing to take part in the rituals while underage. They threatened to sabotage his future if he tried leaving. Ty felt trapped, forced to keep playing along or lose everything. The night before the biggest game of Ty's career, his handlers demanded he take part in a final ritual requiring blood sacrifice. Ty refused, and the next day he suffered a career-ending injury, his promising future cruelly destroyed. Only then did Ty realize the immense cost of the evil blessings his handlers bestowed upon him. Their dark magic had enabled his stardom, but at the steep price of his free will and soul. The curse of talent had ruined him. The cabin in the woods. It was a dark and stormy night when Tom pulled up to the old abandoned cabin deep in the woods. He was on a weekend getaway to do some hiking and camping. but the nonstop rain forced him to find shelter for the night. As lightning flashed across the sky, Tom ran from his car to the front porch of the cabin. The windows were boarded up and the paint was peeling, but it would have to do. Tom jimmied open the front door and stepped inside. His flashlight cut a beam through the inky blackness. Dusty old furniture and animal bones were scattered around the room. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and critters skittered away from the light. Tom shivered. Maybe he should have just slept in his car. Crash! A shutter banged outside. Tom jumped. Just the wind, he told himself. He walked around until he found a bedroom with a moldy old mattress on the floor. Dead tired, Tom lay down on the mattress, using his jacket as a pillow. The rain pattered on the roof as Tom drifted off to sleep. Several hours later, Tom was jolted awake by a loud thump that seemed to come from beneath him. He lay frozen, heart pounding. Thump! There it was again. Something was down in the basement. Tom wanted to run, but he had to know what it was. Gripping a small axe he found by the back door, Tom slowly made his way down the creaky basement stairs. At the bottom was nothing but solid concrete walls and dirt. Tom searched everywhere but found no signs of an intruder. Just when he convinced himself it was a dream, Tom spotted a small trap door in the floor. The thumps were coming from below. Hands trembling, Tom pulled open the door. A dark stone tunnel slanted underground. The thumps grew louder, echoing up through the passageway. Tom squeezed into the tunnel, axe raised and ready to strike. After 20 feet, it opened up into a large chamber. Tom raised his flashlight and gasped. Surrounding him were walls made of human bones and skulls. Dark-robed figures stood in a circle, chanting around a blood-stained altar. On the altar was a teenage girl tied down and whimpering. Tom yelled and charged forward, swinging his axe at the cultists. They screeched and scattered into the shadows. Tom cut loose the girl on the altar and helped her to her feet. "Let's get out of here." "Yeah," he said. She nodded, crying with relief. They turned to go when suddenly the cultists re-emerged, blocking their escape. Their leader, a tall, skeletal man in a black cloak, stepped forward, holding an ancient-looking dagger. He raised it high over the girl. Tom shoved her out of the way just as the dagger plunged down, slicing through Tom's shoulder. He screamed in agony, but managed to swing his axe, lopping off the cult leader's arm. Tom and the girl ran back through the tunnel and up the basement stairs with the cultists chasing close behind. He barred the basement door shut, then helped the injured girl into his car. As they sped off down the dirt road, the cabin erupted into flames behind them, the cultists' screams echoing through the night. Shaking and bleeding, Tom got the girl to a hospital where police took their story. After a lengthy recovery for his wound, Tom was hailed as a hero for taking down the murderous cult and saving the girl's life. But he would never forget the night of terror spent in the cabin in the woods. Like, share and subscribe for more creepy and spooky stories.